Math the Gangster, Balls of Steel. Math remembers days he'd fall off from the bed, where he'd neatly flip and bounce his head off the ground after a large cry. Staying in a 4D HK, Dad's drowsy, daunting Dick's home for kinks, in Newark City, he'd often crawl over the pillows and make his head bounce like a basketball. Thud, thud, thud. He'd wake up crying as an infant each day, but it never struck him until the school bully Semimen threw one that struck his head while playing ball. Having mighty balls, Math whipped his gun out the next day facing the mirror and came to the idea of beating his bully in a game of ball. Math threw 2 balls of fuck for the chick he was into and hit on the sidemen of Men's chick, those who'd often on shrooms complain about being used unjustly by alien creatures. Math explained to them that succubuses are not real, but however that suckers are. He said the same to the girl. She did agree and offered to play ball if he beat them in a game of ball. The chick he was hitting on, who was none but sickly mirage, torqued so hard for an incubus Math had sent the previous night through some dark Solomonic magic that the poor cheerleader couldn't cheer on no more for the bullies. That's not how he won. Math creased his pant, threw the ball off the board and did a daily oops with his head to score the shot. Math won gold in intra-school one-on-one. He tried to sell it too, to Vape, who draped his medal in a magic trick and gasped at the fact that he can happily whip out his gun since Math was in mid-school and still a kid. Math had to run for his life. Math never got the money for selling his medal, but Swiftly Gears and Failure Scripts both sure did miss out on what cunning men did to his side chick. In plain revenge, he'd often show off as by what was had with 6 pinches of thick.